Keeping it real, who that sports pod, legendary coach Rock, Dog 17. Let's rock. Who that? Boss kick, black and gold. Let's go. First and goal from the one. Best believe we go punch. Punching in, get them punch. With them Saints, watch us march. Down the field, down your throat. Keeping it real, who that sports. Breaking news, interviews, open lines just for you. Call in, join in. Who that nation? How you doing, baby? Come on in. Take a seat. Sit back. Relax. Put your feet up. Grab a drink. And let's talk Saints football. Y'all know what time it is. Time to keep it real. Let's go. Family, family, family. The doors are now open. So you already know. Come on in. What's going on, family? It's your boy, Dolph Jackson, host of the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. And we're brought to you by the Come On In Sports Network. It's Friday night, baby. Listen, family, shout out to my co-host, Coach Rock, who's on the road to recovery, man. It's day by day. Coach is doing a little better each day, family. And he wants to thank each and every single one of you for all your thoughts and prayers that you have been sending out for him. Don't worry. Football season's about to kick off, baby. Week 1, I'm sure Coach will be here for that oatmeal, talking his talk, baby, on it like Coach can do. All right, fam, let's go to the chat right quick. Who's in the chat, baby? My guy, my brother, Uncle Jerry. Jerry, how you doing? Come on in. That's right, Jerry. It's Friday night, baby. I told you, baby, we back, baby. We back. Coach said, Dolph, it's Friday night, baby. We got to get back. We back, baby. We are back. Jerry, come on in. I will be dropping the link, baby. It's Friday night. Y'all know we're going to have fun, baby. We're going to have a party. Who else is in the building, baby? You already know. The hardest working man on YouTube. My brother, the one and only Hoodie Jube. Hoodie, what's going on, my brother? Feel better, my brother. My brother's a little under the weather. Sending out my thoughts and prayers to you, my brother. Drink you a little hot toddy, man. You know them old-fashioned remedies, baby. They work, baby. They work. I'm just saying. But feel better, my brother. Thank you for being here. Let me see. Who else is in the building? Okay, TJ live too. Shout out, Jerry. Jerry, shout out my boy TJ, man. Tell him his boy Dolph say, man, what's up, baby? Florence, how you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here, Florence. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Florence and James. Man, that's my people there, man. Great people, man. Celebrity Phone Podcast, man. Just some wonderful, wonderful people, man. I thank them very much, man. And we'll talk. It's Friday night. I'm feeling good. I ain't seen my brother in a while. It ain't the booking, baby. It ain't Booker T, but Booker R. Booker, man, how you doing, brother? Man, come on in. What's going on, Booker? Welcome to the show, baby. As always, he's in the building, baby. And hold on, baby. It's Friday night, dog. Feeling good. We need a little, there you go. We need a little music, baby. It's Friday night. Y'all know how we do it, baby. But hold on. Is this not the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast? Is this not the first Friday night of the 2025 season that we kicking off tonight? Oh, no, baby. We ain't going out like that. We ain't starting off like that, and we ain't going out like that. That's a different show. It's a different dog, baby. The season is here, baby. His first practice is Wednesday, baby, the 23rd. Teams all around the NFL are reporting the training camp. And here we go, baby. In the Big Easy, baby. Friday night, Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. And listen, I'm not alone tonight. I will be bringing in a gentleman to join me tonight that you all know pretty well. You've seen him with Hoodie Jube. You've seen him on X, Twitter. This man has a great following. He does great work. I'm talking about none other than Logan Graffini. And the man just told me his last name, and I just chopped it up again. God damn it, Logan. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, brother. What's going on, Logan?
It's all good. You're not the first person to mispronounce my name, and you won't be the last, but it's all good.
Hey, man, I got to get it right. I got to get it right, baby. But anyway, man, listen, my brother, thank you for joining me tonight. We appreciate you coming on in, man. And listen, tonight we talking about these fights in the trenches. I'm talking about the fights in the linebacker room, baby, because we got some battles going on, baby. And we got two young men. Let me find the right. There we go. We got two young men, baby, tonight that we go highlight, baby. I'm talking about Khristian Boyd and Jaylan. Now, these are two young players, baby, in their second year. So we going deep into the Saints linebacker room and defensive line. We go focus on these two young men, Khristian Boyd and Jaylan, both entering year 2 under the new regime. Now, let's start up first. First of all, Logan, let me get your opinion, your thoughts about Khristian Boyd, because he's going to be the first person we discuss. What's your thoughts on Khristian Boyd?
So I thought he was an underrated draft pick last year, but you know, with the coaches that we had, didn't get utilized very well at all, and he didn't get a lot of repetition. I think with the new regime that we have right now, like, you know, with Bo Davis as your defensive line coach and Brandon Staley, you're going to see a lot of rotation on the defensive line, and I think Khristian Boyd can be one of those guys that can play that nose tackle role, or if it is going to be a traditional 3-4, you can put him at either the end positions because he has kind of underrated speed. He's not running like a 4.3 or anything like that, but when he was playing in college, I thought at Northern Iowa, I thought he got off the ball really well, and I truly believe Khristian Boyd is going to be a part of this rotation. It's going to be a very deep defensive tackle room, I'll say that.
Right. And when you look at the depth chart right now, he's positioned behind Chase Young, Carl Granderson, Devon Gotcho, Brian Bresee, Colin Sanders, Nathan Shepard. I'm not sure about John Ridgeway III, even though I got him there. But hey, we go see, and like you said, he's exceptional. He has, as his strengths are pointed out there, he has exceptional ability to disrupt the interior runs. He's versatile with proficiency in multiple techniques, which fits in good with new coach Brandon Staley's scheme that he's going to be running this year. Now, a little bit more on Khristian Boyd. The kid is 6'3", 320 pounds. He's an interior wrecking ball. Of course, he played at Northern Iowa. Now, last year, he played in just 6 games and saw 74 snaps on defense. But here's the big part, Logan, and for everybody in the chat. In Brandon Staley's defense, he is the only interior player with true nose tackle experience except Devon Gotcho. And that's a massive plus for him. So I think, like you said, I believe this young man is going to be in the rotation discussion for the New Orleans Saints. He's even embracing it, saying I'm more comfortable in the system. So with those words that he said, do you feel that last year this young man felt like his talents were not being used correctly?
Oh, absolutely. It seems like a lot of the defensive players weren't big fans of the Dennis Allen system at all in 2023 or 2024, actually.
Right.
But, you know, in Boyd's case, they were running a 4-2-5, predominantly, like, you know, coverage scheme. And yes, they played like 4 defensive linemen, but that rotation on the D-line, they didn't have a lot at all. It took, like, injuries for people to get repetition. I mean, Bresee got out there because he was a high draft pick. And
right.
I think I would rather keep Boyd than someone like a Colin Saunders or Nathan Shepard. Now, don't get me wrong. Shepard was probably one of the more productive, outside of Bresee, of course, the more productive defensive tackle that we had last year. But I'm all for this youth movement that the Saints are going with, finally.
Yeah, finally.
So I'm thinking, I actually do have, like, I am actually higher on Khristian Boyd than most people are. So I'm thinking he can take someone like a Colin Saunders or a Nathan Shepard's spot on this team. He just has to get the reps, especially in preseason, because now training camp is coming up, of course, but those preseason reps, you have to make the most of them, and I think he will in this new scheme.
Right. And shout out to Jeff Nowak. I was on WWL last week, and I'm sure I surprised Jeff when I thought that Colin Sanders was on the bubble. I called Colin Sanders a potential surprise cut. I know I might be in the minority, but that's just how I feel about it. Hurricane Mike, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Come on, man, it's Friday night, baby. We about to have some fun. We about to talk some Saint football tonight, baby. Everybody, come on in, baby. Your boy Dolph is back, baby. I Logan in the house, baby. You know what I'm saying? So listen, but yeah. So I saw Mike come in, Hurricane come in. I lost my damn track of thought. What I was saying. Hey, it's Friday night, and I ain't been drinking. So, but yeah, dude. But Khristian Boyd, I believe, I like the selection last year when the Saints selected the young man. Was looking to see him play possibly more last year than he did, but unfortunately he didn't. And like he said, I was discussing earlier, he says this is the year for me, which means he's mentally locked in. And if you go back and you watch some film of the times he was on the field, you can watch him handle double teams. He flashed that first step quickness, and he has the ability to clog running lanes. So he is a perfect fit for Coach Staley's odd man fronts. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on that? As far as him being a fit for what Coach Staley is known to run.
I think he is actually perfect fit. I mean, I don't want to say perfect, but I mean, I think he's actually a really great fit for Staley's defensive scheme. I mean, 3-4 multiple scheme, and like you said, the odd front. I think he's going to be very much a part of the rotation. But now thinking about it, they did just draft Vernon Broughton, who is a Bo Davis guy, so yeah, there's going to be competition there. But I'm with you. I've been on this train kind of for a while. The Colin Saunders being on the bubble along with Nathan Shepard. There's a lot of people in that room, and not everyone basically there's a lot of people at the dinner table, but not everyone's going to get a plate. And right. I don't think Colin Saunders and Nathan Shepard should get a plate. No offense to them guys, but I just think you drive Vernon Broughton and you have Khristian Boyd, who I think you got to embrace the youth movement. And yeah. I just truly think, and then to answer your question, I think Boyd is a really great fit for this scheme. I like what Staley ran and for the Rams. A little bit, I'd like a little bit what he did with the Chargers on the defensive side. On the offense, heck no. But I think I think he's going to fit really well in Staley's system.
Got you. And to me, it seems as if toward the end, Dennis Allen was afraid to trust and to play young players. It seemed like he was always leaning on veteran players, despite the potential and high upside of some of the younger players on the team. And when you look at Khristian Boyd's strengths, what he brings to the table, he brings power. He brings the ability to play against the run. He brings a high football IQ. That's top tier. Now, his only drop-off is special teams, but hey, come on. So that's not a bad thing for a big interior guy such as Khristian Boyd.
I agree. I mean, a lot of people make their bones on special teams. I know when I was playing football, like semi-professionally, that's where I made my bones at. And someone like a Khristian Boyd can make it on special teams on the line position out there on punt return. But other than that, he's going to have to absolutely kill it in training camp and yes, especially preseason. And I think he will. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of people at the dinner table, and I think he's one of those people that actually can get fed because he just has a really high upside, and I think he has the talent to make this 53-man roster, and I actually do have him making it.
I mean, with him being the only true experienced nose tackle behind Devon Gotcho, I know a lot of people see Colin Saunders or filling him in as the immediate backup to Devon Gotcho. I'm saying Khristian Boyd could be the guy. I believe he can be that guy. listen, I love Bink. No, I love Bink. Now, Bink was brought here primarily to do what? Help stop the leak against the run. It hasn't worked. It's just that
Nope.
simple. It hasn't worked. It's not about who you like or who who's funny, who's popular, anything. Is he a good football? Yes, he in the NFL. He's a good football player. But what he was specifically brought in to help the New Orleans Saints with, he has not been able to do. Now, football is a team game. I understand that. But look at the success teams have had running the ball directly at the Saints. He's been the man on the inside the last 2 years, and it ain't getting no better. It suffered. And when you look at the depth chart here, Devon Gacho, starter, just got to stay healthy. Brian Bresee, starter, and I'm gonna get you. We go touch on him next because I want to get your thoughts on him. Colin, Nathan Shepard. I actually think since they have been with the New Orleans Saints, I think Nathan Shepard has been more of a consistent presence on the field for the Saints than Colin Saunders. That's just me personally. You can go back, you can look at all the games. He's not as flashy, but I tell you what, he has been more productive as a Saint than Colin Saunders to me. And I like Colin. I like Bink, but he ain't, to me, he hasn't lived up to what the Saints brought him here to do. Now, this, again, like it was brought to me, the change to a new scheme, this scheme could greatly benefit Colin, and he could take off too in this new scheme that Coach Staley is bringing in. And so then you have John Ridgway here. Who else? You have John. What's the guy? That wasn't John Ridgway who suplexed the guy last year from Houston. Yeah. No, I still like him for that though. I like it. Like that, damn it, man. He WWE his ass right on the field, man. So again, so that's my thoughts on Khristian Boyd. All right, family. I heard a pop. That means he's in the back, baby. Uh-oh. Hold on, baby. Grab everything. Back down the hatches, baby. Because there's a hurricane coming in. Hurricane Mike. Man, come on in. What up, man? What up, Mike? Come on in. Hold on, Mike, before you say something. I ain't see my brother here from my brother in a minute. JT, blessings to you, my brother. How you doing? Come on in, JT. You got to come on in tonight, baby. It's a family reunion tonight, baby. Everybody come on in. Mike, what's going on, baby? Talk to me.
What's going on, man?
All right, man. We talking about Khristian Boyd right now, man. What's your thoughts on Khristian Boyd? And his chances of making the roster this season?
Yeah, look, Khristian Boyd, late round pick a year ago, who was in the 6th round. So the odds were stacked up against him since he got drafted, since he was a low draft pick. But if you watch football, you know that a lot of good players come from the low draft. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, look. And before the draft even started last year, I was like, I like Khristian Boyd. In fact, I actually had the Saints taking him in like the 3rd or 4th round. So the fact that he was even there in the 6th round, I was like, bruh. And when we actually took him, I was once again like, bruh, did we just get Boyd? So,
right.
And then I don't really know how much time he really got last year. I know he played a little bit, but like he didn't really, like, to be fair, he was kind of, the odds are also stacked up against him, because he was competing with Carl Granderson, Chase Young, Cam Jordan, Colin Saunders, and Nathan Shepard for playing time. However, this year, some of those same guys are still on here. I do think he will at least be on the practice squad. I don't expect the Saints to just straight out release him. I think he will at least make the practice squad. And I do expect to see lots, Brandon Staley coming in. Brandon Staley really, in my opinion, I think he really knows how to work with guys like Khristian Boyd. And so with Khristian Boyd coming in, I think, it's either, and like I say, he was a late round pick. So if it doesn't work out, it was like, all right, use a 6th round pick on him. It's not like he was a 1st round pick or anything. So it's either now or never for Khristian Boyd. But Khristian Boyd's one of those guys where he can progress. However, we need to see what Brandon Staley gets out of him. That's the thing. It's all about Staley at this point.
So who looking at the depth chart right there? Who do you think he has a realistic opportunity if he comes into camp and he hits on all that potential and plays up to the potential that many people saw in him when he was coming out of Northern Iowa? Who currently ahead of him on the draft on the depth chart do you think he can supplant?
All right. Well, so
Mike,
yeah.
before you answer, your audio, man, your
Oh,
mic is
shoot. Hold up.
it's kind of choppy going in and out. All right, Mike getting that together. Jerry says, I think both Ford and Boyd will have a bounce back year if they stay healthy. That's the thing, man. Look, health is the big thing with the Saints in 2025. That's one of the biggest things.
All right, can you hear me?
There you go. That's better, much better. There you go. The floor is yours, my brother.
All right. Well, like I was saying, so on the depth chart, right, I see guys where it's like, I think you can, depending on Devon Godchow and like how the team really uses him. I know they traded for him. I think he can beat Devon Godchow because I feel like Godchow's better.
Mike, I love you. That ain't happening.
Well, yeah, but okay. Well, here's my thing. It's like Devon Godchow also is kind of like Khristian Boyd, where he has to beat a lot of people. But I think he like if I was a bad man, which I'm not, thank God. But if I was a bad man, I would say that Devon Godchow, he's not the one that I would really say that he has a chance to beat, but he's up there. I think the guy that he really has a good chance to beat is probably Nathan Shepard because I ain't gonna lie, like the past couple of years, Nathan Shepard hasn't really done much. I mean, the only time I remember seeing Nathan Shepard's name is when he was scrapping with the Chargers' entire offense. So that's the only time I actually remember Nathan Shepard was even on the team. Colin Saunders is a maybe, and John Ridgway's a maybe. So those are the only guys I could really see. Like Chase Young, Carl Granson, we already know they're probably going to start this year. So there's no even point in even thinking about,
Right.
And obviously, you got Chase Young and stuff. Cameron Jordan and stuff, which is, I still think Jordan is going to be high up there. But, yeah, I think it's only going to be, like, maybe Godchow, Saunders, Shepard, and Ridgway. I think Brian Brzee is good where he's at. Like, I think Boyd won't get as much playing time unless someone gets hurt, knocking on wood that doesn't happen. But, like, unless someone, like, gets hurt or anything, I don't really see this year being the year. I think it's going to be, like, a long way. I mean, because our defensive line is not that young. Like, we got Chase Young, we got Brzee, and we got Ridgway. But, like, the only guys that are really, like, older that are going to retire soon is Cameron Jordan. And that's, pretty much it. So yeah, I mean, our defensive line, with Boyd coming in, it's like he's gonna have to work. All right, he's gonna have to work.
Mm-hmm. All right, I agree. He's definitely gonna have to. He's definitely gonna have to work. But like you just heard me say, I think that he has an opportunity to beat out Colin Saunders. I believe Colin Saunders is, first of all, it's a new regime. So there's no loyalty to any of these players. Now listen, we know players who are locked. Number 41 is a lock.
Mm-hmm.
Eric McCoy is a lock. Demario Davis is a lock. Pete Werner is a lock. For all you Pete Werner haters out there, Pete Werner is a lock. Because he's a good football player. Y'all keep wanting to get rid of good football players when this team has sucked ass for the last 5 years. The last 5 years. Because they're going to get me started. I just been listening to them. And everybody, get rid of Pete Werner. Get rid of, everybody you bring in to try to replace Pete Werner, guess what? Their ass ain't been good enough to replace Pete Werner. The man's been productive. Everyone says they're waiting for him to make the next step. I don't know what the next step to superstar and becoming a star. Maybe he'll just be a good football player that is dependable when he's on the field week in and week out. How about that? a person knowing where to be and be where he's supposed to be and make timely plays. How about that? And this stream ain't even about Pete Warner, but it just crossed my damn mind. I just had to say it. My bad. Y'all know how I get sometimes, man. Y'all know how I get sometimes, baby. You know what I'm saying? They just talk crazy sometimes. It gets on my damn nerves. But anyway, baby, now we go switch it up a little bit. Now let's go. We talked about Khristian. Now let's talk about a young man that many of us were excited about when the Saints selected him last year. Linebacker Jaylan Ford from the University of Texas. Now last year the season, of course, didn't go the way that Jaylan would have liked. We all understand that. But I just think that there's something about this kid, what he brings to the table. As far as you look, at Texas, he was a standout. He's got that sideline speed at 240 pounds of savvy. I mean, in 2022, he had 119 tackles and earned all Big 12 honors. Now, he played 8 games on special teams in last year before, of course, injuring himself with the fibula injury, which cut his season short. So listen, Ford's still raw. There's no ifs, ands about it. He's still raw. But the upside, the ability, the athletic ability, man, is still there. Logan, I'll start with you. What's your thoughts on Jaylan Ford?
Well, like you said, it's unfortunate the way his season got cut short, and that the game against the Raiders basically breaking his leg. And I think he has some upside to him. I liked him when he was playing at Texas. He's got good sideline to sideline speed, like you said. And I think, Demario Davis is getting up there in age, football-wise. I want to say he's like 35 or approaching it. So he's not going to be around forever. So someone has to take the air after Demario's gone. And I think it's going to be a good linebacker room. I think he's got really good potential. Now, just like with Khristian Boyd and a lot of other players, he's going to probably have to make his bones on special teams this year to probably make the 53-man roster, which I think he will make it regardless because it's a small room. Now, he's going to be going up against some other talent. You still got Stutzman, we got Werner, and then you also picked up undrafted free agent Tyreen Powell out of Rutgers, who I absolutely love. He's a beast too. So I think, it's going to be a battle, but I still think Jaylan Ford makes this roster. I really do like his upside a lot. 4.72 40 time, which doesn't jump off at you right away, but I still think Jaylan Ford can be a good asset to this team eventually.
Right. And that's where you have to differentiate between 40 times like combine speed and turning on the tape and watching them football speed. Again, arguably the greatest wide receiver in the history in the Football League ran like a 4.6, a low 4.6, almost a 4.7. Jerry Rice. But how many people you saw catch him from behind when he was in the NFL? Not many. I'm just saying. Mike, what's your thoughts about Jaylan Ford?
Well, look, Jaylan Ford, who was also a rookie last year. I remember when I believe it was Texas, right? They went to the semifinals, and he was a big part in that. So when the Saints drafted him, I was like, all right. And I feel like we were just talking about Khristian Boyd, and I feel like Jaylan Ford has an easier path than Khristian Boyd, because I feel like linebacker, you got Demario Davis, you got Pete Warner, that's fine. Everything else, it's a hope and a prayer at that point. It's like Danny Stutzman. Can he be good? A lot of Saints fans are expecting him to be good, but can he actually be a reliable linebacker? And we lost Willie Gay. I'm pretty sure we lost Anthony Ori as well, who's the preseason MVP a year ago. So, the Saints linebacker room, it's just all right, you got your 2 guys, Demario and Pete, but who else is going to be that third guy to step up whatever you need him to? Demario, he's ancient at this point. I'm sorry, but Demario, he can still give you good play, but how long can he give you that good play for? I know he said he wants to play 3 years, but just because you want to play 3 years don't mean that your body can play 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Demario.
Well, yeah.
That man treats his body like the temple it is.
Yeah, well, it's just like, it's like whatever. It's like the linebacker room, other than Demario and Pete, because look, I've always been a Pete Warner supporter as well. I think Jaylan Ford is the easiest path than Khristian Boyd does, because it's like Demario. Let's say he plays 3 years, well then Jaylan Ford, because Demario, he was an Iron Man, right? Like he barely missed time. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but I know he barely missed time. However, Demario, like I said, is 35. And so, if he does play 3 years, that's going to take him to, 37, 38? So it's like, can he really play that long? I understand. You want to keep because, one bad hit, and you can be out the NFL. So it's like, So, yeah, and also, with Pete Warner, he's a tackling machine. But now, who's going to be that third guy? Will it be Danny? Will it be Jaylan Ford? If I had to put my money on it, I would say probably Danny Stutzman, but we don't know. Anything can happen.
Right. Let me say, why is everybody crowning Danny Stutzman as the next great thing? We ain't see him. I know he did Oklahoma. I ain't see him in a practice yet, fully padded NFL practice. I ain't see him in the NFL preseason game yet. Why does everybody want to just crown him? No, and shout out to Stutzman. Nothing against you, my brother, but I'm just saying I want to see it. I'm tired of this. We got to see it.
No,
Ford gave us some flashes. Oh, go ahead, Logan.
No, I mean, the thing with Danny is, like you said, we haven't seen him take an NFL snap yet. I loved him at Oklahoma. I remember there being debates a couple of years ago, who's the best linebacker in the nation? Is it Danny Stutzman or is it Harold Perkins? Then Harold Perkins tore his ACL, and that kind of answered that question after that. But in my opinion, Harold Perkins is going to be the best in the country this year. But back to Danny, the one thing I said this on Hoodie's show back in April after we drafted him. Everyone was making all these outrageous comps and things like that. Oh, he's the next Urlacher. He's this. He's that. I think he's James Laurinaitis. I don't know if anyone remembers him. I think he's James Laurinaitis. And if you go back and watch James Laurinaitis' career with the St. Louis Rams,
yes,
he was very great, wasn't he? I mean, he's not a Hall of Famer, but he got the job done. He was one of the probably top 15, top 10 linebackers in the league during his career, and he got the suited for the Saints for basically a cup of coffee. But that's what I think Danny Stutzman is going to be. Now, I can't wait to see what he does in preseason and this year, but him and Jaylan Ford might be the next up-and-comers for us. I really do believe that. I'm really high on Danny Stutzman. I am.
Right. And for the graph, I don't know how the hell I got Illinois instead of Texas right there.
Yeah, I was confused.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. That's an oversight. Just overlook it, Mike. Overlook it. But yeah, man, like you said earlier, Logan. Ford needs best way to make the team is going to be special teams.
It is.
Nobody. That's huge for him. Last year he was active when playing on special. He was active when playing on special team. He was physical, and he made plays. And that's exactly how he has to earn a roster spot this year. Now, when we talk about his radar, we talk about his quickness. He has football IQ and his special teams ability, his ability to play special teams. So when you look at that, if he cleans up blocks and everything clicks in sub packages, I look for him to stick as a member of the New Orleans Saints. And so here's the big question, guys. Can Boyd anchor the nose tackle rotation? And can Ford stick on special teams and carve out linebacker snaps? I'd say yes. I'm expecting both of these young players to make this team. So with hard work and a healthy camp, both are in line to make the 2025 Saints 53-man roster, in my opinion. Now, let me share this chart with you guys. Really, I want to share it because I've been working on it. It's a simple chart. So this chart here, it just breaks down their traits. Run defense, Khristian Boyd he gets a grade of an 8. Forward of a 7. Power and strength, of course, that's Khristian Boyd. He's a 9 right there. Jaylan Ford's a 7. Now, quickness and foot speed, Jaylan Ford all day. Football IQ, both young men have high football IQ. And again, special teams value. That's where Jaylan Ford stands out, and that's where he makes his niche. That's where he makes his inline to making the team, and then trying to carve out snaps at the linebacker position. And like Mike was saying earlier, other than DeMario and Pete, it's wide open. It's wide open. The thing is, how many linebackers will the Saints keep? And now with this new defense, is Isaiah Foskey classified as a linebacker now? And we're forgetting about Nephi Sewell. He's back. Remember, 2 years ago, before he tore his knee up, he was on the trajectory up. His playing time increased, and he was out there making a difference. So he's back. And then the young man that Logan just mentioned, what's his name again? Powell?
Yeah, Tyreen Powell.
Tyreen Powell. I've heard you speak about him. I heard Ross speak about him real highly. So he's in the mix. Again, what I like that Coach Mo has done, he has created competition throughout this team this season, and I love it. I love it because there's no more favoritism. I'm gonna just say that to me. It's no more, okay, well, I'm in good with the coaches, or I know my spot is secure no matter what. Again, if your name ain't Elvin, your name ain't Eric McCoy. You know what I'm saying? DeMario Davis, Tyrann Mathieu, Pete Werner. You know what I'm saying? Cam Jordan. You shouldn't be comfortable. You shouldn't be comfortable at all. Mike, well, so let's talk. Let's just talk now, baby. That's all I got for y'all right now. So let's just talk Saints football. Now, another area. Let's go to the wide receiver room. I did a juice of the day today, and one of the players that I highlighted was Kevin Austin Jr. I see a lot of people all off season and up to right now continue to be screaming for a big physical wide receiver. We need a big wide receiver. Well, the Saints got one already on the roster. Now, he only had 11 receptions last year, but I noticed him when he was on the field, and it wasn't for nothing bad. When he got opportunities last year, he pretty much took advantage of it. What's y'all thoughts about Kevin Austin Jr.?
So when it comes to Kevin Austin, the first time I actually heard of his name was when he was playing on the Stallions in the UFL.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to football, I watch it no matter if it's the UFL, NFL, CFL, whatever. I'm watching it. But he made a lot of noise in the UFL. He was considered one of the top 5 receivers there when the Saints picked him up, when he was basically having practice squad players out there with Spencer Rattler. I was like, okay, he's basically picking up where he left off, because when we signed him, his season basically had just ended, like just a couple of months or a month prior. So he was already in football shape.
Right.
But I think, Kevin Austin, he's not like, this 6'5", 6'6", big-bodied guy, but he is 6'2", 200. He's kind of basically built like Bub Means. Yeah. So I think, Kevin Austin, it's going to be a battle for him to make the roster, but I can see practice squad for him. But I also do see that he has a lot of talent, and I can actually see a world where he can, squeeze his way onto the 53 some kind of way. But it would all depend on, preseason, of course.
Right. And looking at the wide receiver room, other than Shaheed and Olave, I'm kind of iffy on Cooks. but I don't really think. Let's just say Cook's a lock. Then Cook's a lock. So your top 3 are locks. If they keep 6, that means you're vying for 3. We got 3 spots open. Mike, starting with you, give me your 3 right now before the first practice. Right now, who are your final 3 members of the wide receiver room for the 2025 season?
All right, my final 3: Kevin Austin Jr., Bub Means, and for my third guy, hold on, I gotta remember who's on this team. My third guy, I think I would keep Dante Pettis mainly for the special teams game.
Okay. Logan, same question to you.
So, of course, you got to start off with Bub Memes, and I know I have my 53-man roster prediction, like right here. I have to scroll so I can remember who the heck I said, but, I think it's good. People are forgetting we have Donovan Peoples-Jones out there, too.
Yeah.
And I absolutely think that he's going to make it, so I honestly think the receiver room, I have it right here. Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Bub Memes, Brandon Cooks, and Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to be your wide receivers this year for the Saints. Because Donovan Peoples-Jones not only helps with your receiving game, but it also helps take Rashid Shaheed off of your return man, too, and just lets Rashid focus at receiver because Donovan Peoples-Jones is a return specialist as well. So that fills a need. That fills a void on special teams. So I think... Cedric Wilson, I think, is going to, because of his familiarity with, Kellen Moore and Dallas, where Cedric was actually at his best. I think he's going to make the team too. And Bub Memes, I mean, so many people are high on him, including myself.
Yeah, me too. I'm in that number.
Right. So I think those are going to probably be your wide receivers. And like I said, Donovan Peoples-Jones, people are forgetting about him, and I think he's going to be one of the sneaky guys for you this year.
All right. Well, I got to change it up. I got to throw a monkey wrench in there somewhere. So here we go. Number 4. Who gets number 4 on the Saints wide receiver depth chart this year? We just spoke about him. Bub Means, baby, that was easy. Bub Means was easy. He's number 4. Now, who's number 5? I see Mike like, man, what's dog going to go here? Number 5, baby. Who's going to be number? Would it be Cedric Wilson Jr.? Would it be Donovan Peoples-Jones? Who would it be? Would it be Dante Pettis? Will it be Kevin Austin Jr.? And guess what I'm doing? I'm calling a big surprise, baby. I'm going with the last one. Kevin Austin Jr., baby, makes the team. Now, that leaves one spot left. He's got to be a veteran, dog. It's got to be. Not so fast. Not so fast, my friend. Shout out to the great Lee Corso. Because this man right here, Moochie, got a hoochie in his step, baby. Moochie Dixon. I'm telling you, every time he touches the ball, you got to sit up in your seat. You got to hold your breath because he can take it to the house. And what's the best way for him to make this team? Something that he excelled in college, baby. Special teams. Mm-hmm. And he can be that number 1 returner on punts and kickoff, which allow you to not expose Rashid Shaheed to too many hits during the season. Now, you can always put Rashid back there, but he won't have to be your main returner. So with that being said, I believe the final spot will come down to Moochie Dixon and Dante Pettis. And I'm putting my money on this kid right here. Moochie Dixon beats out Dante Pettis. And that's it. He's the final member of the wide receiver room. Let's go, Moochie. Don't let your boy dog down, baby. Let's go, baby. So I'm going Moochie Dixon. Mike, I see you're smiling. Mike, what you think about my final 3, baby?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was a surprising one, but, hey, as long as all I want, if Moochie makes him, I want Moochie to catch some footballs. Can he do that?
Hell yeah.
Man, okay.
He can catch.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, he can catch him short. He can catch a short pass and turn it into 8 into the house in the blink of an eye. I'm telling you, this kid is more than just a returner. Mm-hmm. Now, why the hell he went undrafted, I don't know. But I'm glad he's in New Orleans. And think about this. How do we get Rashid Shaheed?
Undrafted,
special teams, returning punts. I'm telling you, this kid, listen, Dante Pettis did a good job last year. But this young man, the ball in his hand, I'm telling you now, he will force the special teams coach and the punter to kick the ball, to diagonal punt the ball, coffin corner the ball, try to keep him on one side of the field. That's how dangerous. Hell, they might even just say kick it out of bounds. I'm telling you now, if he makes the roster, I want you to hear me, Logan. I want you to hear me, Mike. I want you to hear me, Who That Nation. If he makes the roster, he bringing 2 kicks back for touchdowns this year. One on the punt and one on the kickoff. I guarantee you, and he's going to be top 5 in the league in return yards. Mark my words. That's how hard I think of this kid. And I watched him at SMU. I'm telling you, Mike, the kid, he runs good routes. He's not a one-trick pony. I don't know how he went undrafted or why, but I'm glad he's in New Orleans, and he has a real opportunity to make this team. Am I so Cedric Wilson Jr. disappointed me last year? Disappointment. I understand he had his best season with Kellen Moore, but this ain't Dallas. This a whole new different situation. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening here. You got to go out and earn it, baby. You got to go out and earn it. And I'm sure he's a professional. He's not resting on his laurels from the time he was with Kellen Moore in Dallas. It helps because he has an understanding of the system and the philosophy and the way Kellen Moore likes to do things. But does that automatically guarantee him a spot on the 53? Hell no, it doesn't. Then we talk about who else I cut. Who else I cut, y'all? I cut a lot of. Who else I cut besides him?
Tipton,
Mason who?
Mason Tipton.
Mason who?
Mason Tipton.
Mason, man. Shout out to the Tiptons, man. Shout out to Mason Tipton. Because you started out like that's why I'm on his ass. Because he started out like a house of fire last year. Made the team after 2 damn weeks in training camp. Was hurt, shut down the whole season. Then he got his opportunity against the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football. And my God, could you have had a worse game? You got to do better, son. And he had opportunities throughout the year to step up. We were bringing people off the street. We brought Marquez Stanley in off the street. And he became the big play receiver. Which Mason Tipton was supposed to be, because in training camp, he damn sure was. But again, a lot of people, sometimes some players are practice players, and they can't translate it from practice to the game. Kind of like a certain third-string quarterback that we have now, but I ain't saying no names. I'm just saying. You know,
I agree with that.
Yeah, so that's where I'm going with it. I think Moochie can make this team. And like you said, it kind of, but I do like that Donovan Peoples thing. I do like it because that Kevin Austin. I picked Kevin Austin, but him and Donovan Peoples, I think Moochie makes this team, guys, just because of his ability to play on special teams, and I think he's going to surprise when he gets his shot in wide receiver and open some eyes. I'm telling you now, the Saints will not be able to sneak him through waivers after this preseason. If he stays healthy and gets the opportunity, they're going to either have to put him on the 53-man roster or they're going to have to risk losing him because somebody going to pick him up. I'm just telling you that. Somebody going to pick him up. All right, family. So listen, this is the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. I'm your host, Dolph Jackson. I'm joined by Hurricane Mike, and I'm joined by Logan. And listen, Logan, you want to announce it or should I announce it?
Go for it.
All right, man. Well, Logan is coming on board, baby. He's coming on board to be part of Come On In Sports Network. He's going to be our insider, baby, our NFL insider, NBA insider, whatever, baby. Logan's going to be that for us, man. So I want, on behalf of the fellas, man, the Come On In Sports Network family, we want to welcome you aboard, Logan. We look forward to working with you this year, man. Listen, we know what you're going to bring, man. You're going to bring knowledge, professionalism, which I don't all the time. But, you know, hey, that's why I'm me, baby. But listen, man, again, welcome aboard, man. the guys, man, they told me to welcome you aboard, man. So hey, everything's good, man. So Logan will be a new member of the Come On In Sports Network going forward. And Hurricane Mike, man, tell everybody about your podcast, man. And listen, Mike touches on everything, baby. It ain't just Saints. He's breaking NFL news. He's breaking NBA news, MLB news. He's breaking all that, baby. Mike, tell everybody about your podcast, man. When you're on, what nights, what days you're on, time slot, and tell us a little something about what your podcast is about.
Well, okay. Well, first of all, thank you, Dolph, for having me on tonight. And yeah, the Hurricane Mike. It's just Hurricane Mike on YouTube. Yeah, and we do the Hurricane Mike show once a week, but during the season we're gonna do it 3 times a week. You know, during like on Sundays we're gonna be previewing Saints games and after. But yeah, basically what I try to put my channel or my show as. So like I have my dad on as the co-host. So it's like, okay, you're getting someone that's fresh to the sports game, and then someone that's kind of old school, but like also like he knows what he's talking about because he has years of experience. And also it's like kind of like a father-son, dude, that type of thing. And also, with that, we usually go live. Like usually we try to target like either a Monday or a Tuesday, to get out the way. But yeah, man, like it's just it's simple. I think we're doing episode 123 this week. So crazy how we.
Hey, time flies, don't it? You be like, man, I've been here that long, those many episodes. Hell, I looked at mine. I done 777 videos, and I have no idea how or when I did them. That's a lot of videos. I was just cranking them babies out, man. I just be cranking them out, baby.
Right, I have to literally check what episode number we're going on. Like, I can't even remember what we're on at this point. So like, earlier today, I was like, because I was getting stuff ready for the show next week, and I'm like, because I usually like put the number like on so I don't forget. I'm like, bro, what is the show episode? Oh, okay.
Right. So, man, Logan, if you can, man, touch on the style of offense that Coach Moore is bringing to New Orleans.
So it's probably going to be a combination of like what you've seen, a little bit of here from what in Dallas, a little bit of what you saw with the Chargers. Maybe not a lot with the Chargers, hopefully not. But and then with the Eagles, it's going to probably be you're going to see a lot of run game with Alvin. I'm sure he's going to probably try to use Alvin like his Saquon, but it's going to be kind of hard because Alvin's not Saquon whatsoever. But you see what he did in Dallas, a lot of spread looks, read option, RPO game. And I think that's what the Saints have been lacking for the last few years is getting into the modern day. They tried with Clint Kubiak, but Clint Kubiak basically just ran a 2005 type of offense. So what Kellen Moore is bringing a lot of modern day football offense to the Saints, which I'm happy about. So you're going to see a lot of RPOs, read options, a lot of, run game. I'm sure he's going to rotate the running backs, but I think it's a lot of you're going to enjoy this offense, I believe, because I know the last few years it's been very, very stale and very predictable, but this year I think you're going to see a lot of good things.
Right. And so when Kellen Moore's projected to bring the quick slot concept to the team, so exactly what the hell is the slot? We always talking about the slot. What the hell is the slot? Well, your boy Dolph did a little research today for us, baby. This is the slot. First of all, we got to understand where the down slot receiver lines up. All right, the slot is the area between the last offensive lineman and the wide receiver lined up out wide. So let me give you a visual. Let's say the last offensive lineman is the Dancing Bear Fuaga at right tackle, and out wide you got Shaheed, right? Now next to Shaheed will be my guy Moochie Dixon. I'm throwing Moochie in there, baby. Moochie would be the slot receiver right there, baby. That's your slot right there. Now the slot receiver lines up there closer to the quarterback, and he's often matched up against a nickel corner are linebackers, which most time could be a mismatch, especially if he has quick feet and he runs sharp routes. Cooper Kupp, Julian Edelman, just to mention a few. Listen, if you got quick feet and you're a precision route runner in that slot, you can eat all day. And especially if Juwan Johnson takes off like we think he has the opportunity to take off this season, that's going to be big. Who else? Mick Swagger, how you doing? Come on in. I finally caught alive. I've been slipping. It's all right, baby. You ain't been slipping too much because I damn sure been slipping because it's the first one of the year. So you right on time, baby. Come on in, man. Thank you for being here, my friend. But yeah, so that family that's what the slot is right there. Now, let's keep it going. Quick slot concept. What is the meaning and purpose of this? These are passing plays that are, first of all, designed to be fast, under pressure. Get the ball out in 1 to 2 seconds. You can't be back there patting the ball. You have to be decisive. So Tyler Shuck, Spencer Rattler, they're going to have to be decisive back there. It's run from the slot, which is quick hitting underneath routes. Again, the slot position, the slot wide receiver runs quick hitting underneath routes. And why is the slot concept used? It is used to beat pressure or take advantage of soft zone coverage. Now, here are some examples of the quick slot concept. First of all, the slant. They used to call them slant boy, but they couldn't stop them, baby. They couldn't stop them. Man, I miss Mike catching them slants, baby. A sharp 3-step inside cut, which is great against man, and it's a fast read. Next is the option route. It beats man and zone. So on the option route, the slot receiver chooses direction that he will go based on the coverage he is receiving when he releases from the line of scrimmage. Now the quick out is simple. That's it. It's a quick out. It's a quick 5 yards and cut toward the sideline. This is a chain mover and this sideline throw. Now on those quick outs, quarterback timing is important on those quick outs. Because if the timing is off, that ball is going back the other way for a pick 6. If the timing is off. Now the shallow cross. Marcus Colston and Michael Thomas too made a living of running some shallow crosses, man. It runs across the field at 3 to 5 yards, and it is used to create separation while on the move. And the final one is the stick. The stick route is a 5-yard option stop, a curl, and simply put, is the zone beater. So that's what the slot concept is that Coach Mo would be running. And so whoever's in the slot. Now when we're watching, when you're out at training camp, you can watch this. Watch what they're doing in the slot. Watch if he's running a slant, if it's an option route, a quick out, a shadow cross, or a stick. Watch who's in the slot. Who are the candidates to be the slot receivers for this team? So hopefully this helps you guys to give you a little bit more understanding of what is in store and just what is the slot receiver and what are their responsibilities and their duties. All right. Listen, I want to thank everybody for joining us. It ain't gonna be a long show. We kept it right at an hour tonight, man. You know, I want to thank Logan once again for coming aboard, man. Being part of Come On In Sports Network. I'll be getting with you later this week, man, to give you some information, and we'll be talking. Mike, man, continue the good work, man. You know your family, you're always welcome here, man. And if you need a guest or anything, man, let me know, man. And I'll be happy to come on, man, anytime, brother. I got you. And to everybody in the chat, y'all already know, whether you're live here now or if you're catching the show later, we want to thank each and every single one of you for being here, spending some time with us. And I want you to understand something. You make this go. I do this because I love it. I'm still doing this because of you, family. Thank all of you for your support. And listen, we're just getting started here at the Come On In Sports Network, which is home to uneducated sports talk, real fan sports. Come On In Bills. Eagles Talk with TJ. Shout out to my guy TJ all the way across the pond, baby, in Europe, baby. He's all the way across the pond, baby. Shout out to TJ over there, man. Shout out to my brother Jay Hits. That's right. Mike ain't gonna like this. A lot of y'all ain't gonna like this. I don't care. But guess who's coming? Jay Hits is coming, baby. And he's coming with the hit zone. Talking about America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, baby. Mike and Logan, they shaking their head like, don't do it. That's family, baby. That's family. He coming on in, baby. He is coming on in. And also, man, if you think that's bad, man, shout out to my brother Cowboy, host of the Atlanta Falcons pandemic. My God. Even her saying it. But, man, shout out to my brother Cowboy. Shout out to the Black and Red Nation, man. Of course, Atlanta Falcons pandemic is also part of Come On In Sports Network. My guy over there, Cowboy, does a great job, man. Go support our brother. And by the way, Cowboy and myself we're working on doing a show that we're going to try to do every week. Saints and Falcons, baby. So we're trying to think of a name for the segment in the show. So you know that gonna be interesting. We're gonna bring both fan bases together. I know the chat gonna be popping, and I know it gonna be Logan's like, oh my God, dog, you sure you want to do it? I'm sure I want to do it, baby. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have some fun with it, man. But most importantly, family, I want y'all to remember, it's back, baby. It's back. As the NFL turns, is coming back, baby, bigger and better than ever. The #1 pregame show on all of social media. Why? Because I said so. And because it is, baby. We're like no other, baby. You got all these cast of characters on screen. All your hosts from the Come On In Sports Network. We have great fun. We give great insight on the day's games. We bring in sports reporters from around the nation who cover various teams, your favorite team. We bring them all in. We sit down. We have fun. What are we adding this year? Look for a little fantasy football this year from us. Also, look for a segment for all our bettors out there, all our DraftKings players, and so on. We got a lot of things in store for you. Y'all just met our new insider, so we're gonna be rolling the Logan on Sundays, baby. With the insider, Logan's gonna be giving us the breaking news. Who's in? Who's out? He's not playing. Coach so-and-so. Can't wait. I'm just so excited, man. Listen, it's been a great show. Everyone, enjoy your weekend. And remember, I know, like I said earlier on the Juice of the Day, I know I've been promising for 2 weeks, but it's official. It's happening. This Sunday, 3 p.m. Central Time, on all the Come On In Sports Network family channels, we will have ESPN's own Mr. Jay Harris. We were having some technical difficulties and scheduling issues in the past. All that is fixed. We have worked all that out. Jay Harris will be in the building, baby, this Sunday, 3 p.m. Central Time. Set your notification bells and come on in, because Jay has a story, and that story is for all of us, male or female, the story that he has to tell, man. And we also will have a special guest who will come on, and Jay has agreed to do a Q&A with everyone in the chat. So that's something we're definitely looking forward to. Again, that will be Sunday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure to set your notification bell. Make sure to come on in. We go have fun. My co-host will be Cowboy and Carlos of Uneducated Sports Talk, and of course, Cowboy is the host of Atlanta Falcons Pandemic. Hey, it's gonna be a family affair, man. We're looking forward to that. So again, thank each and every single one of you. We'll see you then. And like we do when we get out of here, love and who that. And we out. See y'all later. Be good this weekend. And the Falcons suck, Cowboy. They suck.